Good evening. How's it going? Ah, it's nice to be back. It's been a couple weeks. I had a couple things going on, and decided to take a little bit of move the show dates or episode dates back a week. So we're back. We're back. Actually, this video or the live stream was supposed to go out last week. Like I said, we moved it to this week to take care of a couple things. But yeah, it's nice to be back and in the swing of things, and actually talking about two products that we're going to talk about tonight. That is our it's been over 6 months been actually using both of them. This is the Beacn mic, and then also the Beacn Mix Create over here. So yeah, it's been a fun, interesting ride using these things. They're not cheap. I'll give you that, but they're capable devices. So no biggie there. Right. So how the heck have you all been this fine day? Made some changes. One of them is I was about to say Discord, our Gilded server. Added a couple different things to it. If you've been part of it, if you haven't, well, now's a good time as any to be part of the Gilded server. Let's see if nope. I don't think I'd have. So that is on me. There we go. All right. So I posted the referral. Why did I do that? All right. It's stupid Twitch. All right, that's the direct link. I was trying to get the referral link so I can get my stonks, but obviously Twitch says nope, you can't do that. Be gone with you. So if you want to go ahead, I have the chat or have the link in the chat there. Also, it is quite easy. Go to gilded.gg/indie creator hub. That's the best way to go about it. See if YouTube allows me to do it. No. Nope. Okay. So I have it both in the Actually, I could have done it through Ecamm. I'm dumb. But anyways, so we're here to talk about Beacn products. So if you've been living underneath a rock or anything for the past 6 to almost a year now, a little bit over a year, Beacn is made by the same people who created the GoXLR, the way to separate your audio while you stream, so you can have, like, I have music here, I can lower it, and I can also lower my microphone, or I can mute the music, and it gives a lot of different options and stuff like that. So they were the ones that were two guys that used to work for TC Helicon, decided to leave, and they made Beacn, or they started Beacn. So what Beacn is that they have 3 products right now. 2 of them, which I have, is the Beacn mic, which is this one, the Beacn Mix Create, which is like a much smaller version of the Go XLR. Now, what all this means is that this is, as you can see in a video, this microphone is a USB mic. It's not an XLR or anything like that. So it connects directly into your computer via USB-C, which is quite nice. So let's go ahead and talk about products. Let's go ahead and give a review on each of them, and it's separate because I'm going to be separating these out as 2 different videos. I still had the boxes too. I'm such a hoarder. They come nice packages too. All right, so yeah, a little background with the Gilded is I made some changes. Or I didn't really make any changes. I added some stuff. What I'm going to be doing is I have a section for the blog. So all the stuff, the videos I do, is I take the transcript and clean it up, polish it up, make it in a blog form. So I'm going to post it within the Gilded server that I can easily share out to Mastodon or any other places like that. I'm also, I know I said this in the past, but about Facebook and everything, about a little bit about Facebook and all that sort of junk. I'm not returning. I'm just going to be posting up videos and with links back to the Gilded, because I want to make the Indie Creator Hub Gilded server the place that you can go to find out information about all the different other platforms like Trovo, Glimish, Gilded itself, Ghost, Coffee, Mastodon, everything. So that's what I'm going to be, that's why I have set up as Indie Creator Hub, the Gilded server. And I would definitely love to have more conversation and more people coming in. Definitely love to see your smiling faces there. So if you go ahead, click on that link in chat or the link in the description, whichever. Love to see you there and say hello. But also made a Gilded server. Well, I've had it Gilded server for my personal gaming side of things. It's the Two-Tone Waffle, or the Waffle Hut, I'll call it. So I have that set up as well. And if you were here last, it was last live stream here on the YouTube channel, we created a new server, fresh. I was showing you how to go through and set things up. The Gilded Apple, which is haven't really done much with it. It's just like there, but it looks very pretty. Here, I'll go ahead and set this up here. There we go. So here we got the Gilded Apple. And like I said, this is at that time, this is dedicated solely to like Apple stuff. Like the Mac OS, iOS, iPad, iPhone, Apple TVs, and anything to deal with the Apple side of things. So like I said, I haven't really done much with it, so I'll probably start adding some stuff. As you can see here, I tried working with some webhooks through IFTTT, and it wasn't really working out the way I wanted it to. So I'll still try figuring stuff out for it, but I'm basically what I'm going to do is to set it up. And if you want to help, let me know. Let me know if you want to help get this started. If you're interested in Apple products and as well, because I have iWatch, Apple Watch, and iPhone. I've been in Apple game for a couple years now. Actually, almost a decade. I've had this. I've been an Android guy up to about a decade ago, and then decided, you know what? Let's try to see how the other side works. And you know what? I'm fine with both. It's just fun. So that is enough. So join the Indie Creator Hub Gilded server right now. Click the button, click the link, do it, and sign up. Also check out the two-tone waffle, the waffle hut, and the Gilded Apple. But for now, so yeah, I have, like I said, with the blog, I also, shameless plug, I have the Cliched Crow podcast, where I talk about, the atmosphere and the surrounding universe of content creation and live streaming and stuff like that. Last episode, we talked about the local versus cloud-based chatbots. Was supposed to record a video, but wasn't feeling all that well, so I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and push it off till next week, and we'll go from there. Next week, we're actually have scheduled to talk about the social networking, what's been going on with like Twitter, Mastodon, Hive, and there's some new ones that have been just made aware of today that came out that are have to take a look over the week and see what it's all about. But yeah, so be sure to check out the Cliched Crow podcast. It's wherever you get your podcast from. You can also watch it here on Indie Creator Hub YouTube, because I have a playlist down below or in the main section. You can also subscribe to it on your Apple Podcast, iTunes, Spotify, Pocket Cast. So yeah, I'm everywhere, and I'm having fun with it, But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get talking about Beacn products, shall we? So let me go ahead back to here. Let's see. Should we talk about the Mix Create or the mic first? Excuse me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and mute the music. We'll go with the Mix Create. So if you haven't been living underneath a rock for the past, a little bit over a year now, you might have heard about a small company called Beacn. Well, they decided to go ahead and create 3 products, which 2 of them I'm going to show off on this video and on the next one next week. But the first one I'm going to talk about is actually the Mix Create. What this little puppy does is pretty powerful. It's a all-in-one audio configurator, adjustomizer, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and talk about the Beacn Mix Create. I know that was kind of terrible, but hey, it's funny. We'll stay into it. There, put that over there. So what is the Mix Create? Beacn Mix Create? Well, like I mentioned at the beginning, this controls your entire audio flow and how you work with your streaming, what the sounds are going out for your videos, your live streams, or everything like that. Now, it might look familiar or very similar to other products like the Go XLR, which the 2 people that were working at TC Helicon, they left and decided to create Beacn, and this is the brainchild of what they decided to go with. Now, and also another product from Elgato with the Stream Link. It's basically all three products work very similar in different ways. One of the ways with the Mix Create, which is a very nice product. Let's see if I can get this in view. It's a little dusty. Now this is the Mix Create. It comes in two different colors. You get the white version here, and there's also the black version, and that's pretty much the only colors that you'll have a choice of. At the beginning of this year or past year, actually pretty much throughout 2022, when they released the products, there was so much high demand that it was kind of out of stock a lot. So you had to be fast on getting whatever product you wanted to at that time. So with the Mix Create, you have, of course, your buttons and dials, and each button controls a different option. Like this bottom one here, I can set up to mute music. So I have music playing in the background right now, so it's muted. So go ahead and now you can hear the music. There you go, if you actually hit the button. So it's also, you can change the knobs control, the volume control as you would think, but you can also set it up that I can't hear it at all. It mutes it all. One of the things that you can make it is that you can change what this button does within the settings. I'll show you here in just a moment, but let's go ahead, unmute it and mute it for the live stream or the recording here. You can also change pages. So right now I have on page 2, I have it set for system, browser, and my line in from the streaming PC, which any sounds I get from that will be coming through into the gaming PC, because I have a 2 PC setup. So audio workflow is kind of a little bit different, but it's not something to be afraid of. But the thing is, with this device, it's perfect. It's very tiny. It's small, as you can tell. It'll sit anywhere on your desk without being in the way. Like the problem with the Go XLR at the time, it was a big product, and TC Helicon decided, okay, well, let's go ahead and make a size about half the size of the original Go XLR, which was, I think it was a Go XLR Mini, which was basically all just the sliders. There was no of the buttons or any other things that were part of it. Well, let's actually go ahead, take a look at the software. I showed you a sneak peek here. Let's go ahead, go back into the software. Now, as you can see, it is set up like I mentioned, very similar to the Go XLR or even to the Elgato Stream Link. Now, you can change, as you can see here, I've set up a microphone with the Beacn mic, which I'll talk about in another video. And I also have it set up for chat. So you can set this up for Discord or Guilded or Slack or Skype or anything that you want to deal with the chat. You can set that up as a separate entity. Same thing with music, your game audio, your game sounds. You can set that up here. System audio, of course, anything that happens within your Windows system or Mac. Well, I should say not Mac, because unfortunately, with Beacn products, they are not compatible with the Mac OS. At this time, they do have on the roadmap that it should eventually become available for the Mac OS. At the time, it is only Windows, and the only way to get things in and out is with a dual PC, but that's something completely different. Also, you have set for browser, and then, of course, hardware. You can add up to 9. Yes. So you can have 2 different sections here. You got 2, 4, 6, 8 to 9 options that you can add within your selections here. Now, also down here, you have your personal mix. So this is what I'm listening to right now. I have everything audio going through the Beacn mic into my headphones via the microphone. You can also change it if you have speakers connected, you can change that here as well. On the audience mix is what is being sent out to your audience, as the name implies. It's what it says and what it means. So you have all the different options here. You can set up, I have here the music going. Right now it's mute to audience. I can change the knob to mute to audience or mute to all or mute to self. I have it mute to self, or actually I have set the mute to all. So if I was mute to self, so if I go ahead, open it up for you guys to hear, I hit the knob, I can't hear it. Obviously you guys can still hear it on the video. So that's different ways or different options that are set up for you, that you can you have all these options that you can use to make your live streams or recordings much more customizable, much more more control is the word I'm looking for here. Now, this is not really to showcase what the Beacn Mix Create is, because that's been done to death before. I'm just going ahead. This is a review of the past 6 months that I've been working with this product and using it in my day-to-day live streams and recordings, and also just playing games on the computer, or just on the computer all the time. Now, not to say that the road has been smooth since release and actually getting the product. It's been some bumps here and there. Currently, at the time of this recording, there is a little issue that I'm going to be having to let them know about. Is as the latest release, firmware release that they posted up on the Mix Create, was that if there's any kind of Windows update or any kind of update that, we all have to deal with, Windows updates, changing our audio defaults and stuff like that, the Mix Create would be able to take it back to what you are supposed to have as your default communication devices. Unfortunately, in my use case scenario, that is not the case. As you can see, I have this red banner up here. It says your default devices are not set correctly. Click here to reset them. I'm not going to do that right now because it would completely screw up everything, and I don't have to restart. I would have to restart the computer. Because I would have to have, as my default input is the microphone. So that's the Beacn mic, and also default communication. Same thing with the playback, is going through the default microphone. Now, if I hit the button and have the Mix Create go through the process, what's going to happen is my default recording device gets switched to the chat channel. Okay. And my playback device is, forget, it was something else that was completely not what I'm using in my use case and scenario here. And the only way I could get rid of it was actually, like I said, is to restart, to reset everything up again as a default device to what I have here. That's why it's all red, because it's in its mind, it's saying these aren't your default devices, which yes, they are. So that's the problem that I'm having to go through right now. Currently, it's probably a simple fix. I'm having to deal with this right now. It's working completely fine, and I've been working for it the past couple of weeks, no problem. Except for if I hit the reset for the Mix Create to reset back to what it should be, or what it thinks it should be, then there was a problem. So other than that, this has been working perfectly fine, and I needed something to control my audio from my gaming PC to my streaming PC, which is a Mac Mini. And the only way I could do that was through the two line out and a line in from both PCs, or both computers. And it works perfectly fine. And I know sometimes it can be a little frustrating with like audio routing and stuff like that, because we've had to deal with the likes of Voice Meter Banana, and I know that is not a user-friendly app, but it's very capable. But the thing is that there is a simpler solution. Now, the going price for this is expensive. You go ahead. I'll have the links to the Beacn site if you want to go ahead check it out in the description down below. But go ahead. There's usually sales depending on if it's a holiday or a Black Friday or anything like that. Do be sure to check it out. They do offer sales, so it's not like this price you see is set in stone. That's not the case. So it's a great device. I've had a lot of fun playing with it, setting it up, and it pretty much sits there off on its own. I really don't have to change anything or anything like that unless I hit the button to either mute music or mute my microphone if I'm coughing or sneezing or burping or whatever, or something happens. It's perfect for a cough button. You have that little button there. But it's a great device. It's like right out of the way. It's a little bit bigger than the original Stream Deck or the Stream Deck Mark II. Let's say for instance. And there's something that I was looking into and getting, because at the time, the only way I could control my audio was, like I said, with Voicemeeter Banana or Voicemeeter Potato. If I needed more than 4 or 5, I forget. It's been a couple years since the last time I used that software. But yeah, at the time, this was the only product I could think of that can serve my purpose without going to the Go XLR. Because the Go XLR was very expensive at the time, and this was like half the cost, or yeah, very close to half the cost. So that was an easy choice for me. So all in all, I really enjoyed working with the simple, easy to use software and hardware from Beacn Mix Create, and with a couple different bugs here and there, which, like with anything else is out there, it's easy to deal with or find any kind of solutions in their Discord. No problem. But other than that, I would suggest the Beacn Mix Create. Now, if you have any other questions or comments, do leave them in the comments down below, or join any Creator Hub Guilded server and let's talk about all the hardware, all the fun stuff. Definitely would love to see you there. Now, I'll catch you later. All right, so that was the Mix Create video. Let me go ahead and go to... There we go. Check. Okay. So we're going to talk about the mic. For some reason, I thought I was going to say mix mic. Nope, that's not the word. Go back to this. Okay. So this is a Beacn mic 6-month review. So you might have also heard of another product that comes from the great company called Beacn. We've already talked about the Beacn Mix Create. What we're going to do right now is talk about the Beacn microphone. That's right. Let's get into it, shall we? Set that down. Now, the Beacn mic is obviously something that I'm talking through right now, talking to you through the videos of the internets. Now, the Beacn mic I've had a little bit over 6 months, as well as the Mix Create, and I've looked for something. I used to use a lower cost XLR microphone that I thought I could, I needed something a little bit more that I can cut out the clutter that was on my desk, because I would have my microphone connected to a Rodecaster Pro, and of course, the size of that thing is massive, but it's an awesome device. Thing is, it took up a lot of room, and you need an XLR and stuff like that. So I decided I need to minimize what my equipment needs are or what I use on a day-to-day basis for all my live streams and recording processes. That's why I thought, okay, let's get the Beacn mic because it's a USB mic, and all the examples and everything that I've heard sounded awesome. And 6 months later, I'm still using this thing. I'm loving the Beacn mic because, as you can see here, I'm showing you the software version of it, or the software that comes part of it, is that it's highly customizable. It's everything that you would need to make changes is right inside this little guy. That's right. Get it? There we go. Right inside here. This is where all the magic happens. Now, I had, of course, I used the same arm, but with my XLR mic, I had to use I don't have it here, but it was a shock mount because I didn't want, the movement to be too ingrained into everything that was coming through the microphone. Now, the problem is that I didn't have the Mix Create at the time, so I bought that first, then the mic came second because I needed something to try out or do the audio processing or the audio routing and getting that taken care of. You can do that a little bit. No, you can't because that's with the mix. Okay, cut that out. Now I needed something where it has a little more oomph, or I can change the tonality of my voice as I speak to the rest of you out there in the world of the internet. Now, you have a lot of customizable ability within the mic software. This is not a video talk going through everything that is you can do on it, but you can change the low pass, mid, and highs. You can also do different presets. You can set up different add bands. You can also do bass enhance, an exciter, and the best thing I can do, or what I was looking for, was the noise suppressor or the compressor, because this actually has a 32-bit float plane, which I believe that's what it's called, where it automatically, if you were screaming into this microphone, it would cut. It wouldn't cause the output of your audio to peak or completely blow out the eardrums of your headphone wearers or the speakers of people with their speakers. So it was a great device that worked perfectly. Now, the only problem was it was very expensive for a USB microphone, but the capability and the system, or the not infrastructure, but the whole complete kit and caboodle within the Beacn mic was completely perfect for what I was looking for at the time, and I still enjoy it. Now, I really haven't had any problem. The mic itself has been nonstop perfect. The Mix Create, yes, there were some bumps on it, yes. But with the new software, new firmware, a lot of the bugs were squished and some were reintroduced or some were introduced. But that's part of a new up and coming company that is still testing things out, or not should say not testing things out, but making improvements on like constantly. So it's something that you have to look into if what the equipment provides you for now, but not for what is in the future. Now, looking at the likes of Elgato or like Rode pod mics and stuff like that, or XLR mics, it's a great feature set to have an XLR mic because you can upgrade the microphone and do other things with it. Plug it into a PA system, or if you're a musician or you do a lot of spoken word stuff, that's perfect. USB, you have to plug it into a computer. Now, the bad problem is that this is only Windows capable. Unfortunately, you can set it up on a Windows device and then move it, plug it into a Mac, it'll work, but you can't have the functionality as you see here on the screen. So that's the downside. They are looking into adding a Mac OS availability sometime down the future. I didn't get that because I wanted it to be perfectly on the Macintosh, but that'd be a nice to have. But I wanted something I can use it for Discord or Gilded or playing the games for game chat or what I'm doing right now, live streaming. So I have it set up, a connection between my gaming PC and my streaming PC with the usual line in, line out scenario. That's the process of how you actually do it. But as for using this for plus 6 months, it has been awesome. I have not had any complaints with it. It's been running perfectly fine. My audio has been magnific. It's been a great great device. I love the Beacn mic. So if you're looking for any other options or any other questions or comments, or if you want to learn more about the Beacn mic, go ahead, let your voice be known down in the comments down below. Or you can also go to our Gilded server, which is at the Indie Creator Hub. I had the links down below. It's right there. Go ahead, go down there, click on it. Do it right now. But other than that, if you want to take a look at my 6-month review of the Beacn Mix Create, go ahead, click on that video that's right over there, up above me. Do it right now. All right, there we go. Got the 2 videos set up for this weekend and next weekend. Now, I really realized that when I sent the links, I use my Two-Tone Waffle account, which does not have the capability of sending links in the chat. So I'm just now realizing it. So, oops. Oh, well. Especially on the Twitch side of things. So yeah, it's I've been having a great time with yes, like I mentioned, there had been some bumps. I think it's partially with Windows issues or a little bit of both between Beacn and Windows, but yeah. It's been fun. I don't know why I minimize it. I can close it out. There we go. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Let's see. I usually do these. I do these type of videos every week, and where I'll go through, create a video, a snippet of a video that I can edit down for everybody else that might have missed the live stream. They just, if they want to focus on just whatever I'm talking about at that time, it's perfect for that. That's why I do these things. Let's see. I think that's about it for the evening. I do have like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I have the Cliched Crow podcast live recording next Tuesday, where we're going to be talking about the social networking, what's going on, what's been happening, what's new. Talk about Mastodon, Twitter, and there's the new ones as well. I have to still look at them, download them, try them out. Also, Hive. No one really has been talking about Hive lately. It's kind of fallen off the face of the earth. It was a big thing. They had to do some stuff because they're very unprepared and yeah. But that's pretty much going to be it for me tonight. Thank you for watching. If you're going to see this on a replay, do be sure to follow or hit that subscribe button. Be much appreciated. I'm so close again to our goal of 100 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which we're at 97 currently right now. So you can be the 98th, the 99th, and the 100th if there's 3 more people hit that subscribe button. Be much appreciated. And like I mentioned constantly throughout the whole live stream, do join our Gilded server. It's a great place to, find any resources, getting it up off the ground, and I definitely would need your help in doing so. So it would be a world of service if you go ahead, click the link in the description, and join us at the Indie Creator Hub Gilded server. Other than that, I want to say thank you for coming out, and that's going to be it for tonight. But until next week, I'll catch you guys later, and hopefully you have a great evening and a great week. And do be sure to check out the video for on Saturday. Till then, good night.